first of all, you have to admit that you want to be a YouTuber. There's no way around it. You have to admit that, and that is okay. Like, you just want to be a YouTuber. Someone asks you why, because I want to. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and this video is about how YouTube changed my life with less than 500 subscribers. To start with, it is my 1 year anniversary. I started YouTube exactly 1 year ago, so I mean, that is crazy and amazing. I want to thank all my subbies. At this point, I have 408, and I am so grateful for each and every 408 of y'all. Super grateful. It's gonna be two parts. The first part is gonna be like a summary of the things that I have learned, and I'm gonna wrap the video up with the second part, which is like my actual process and what I did to start, like the equipment that I use, and like the process of getting a video from inside my head to these YouTube streets. So let's start with, I wanted to be a YouTuber for a while before I actually became a YouTuber. You have to admit that, because if you don't admit that to yourself, you're not gonna go after it as fervently as you should. And your YouTube channel deserves that effort from you. If you act like, well, it's okay if it doesn't work out, because no, that's not the right attitude. You need to like, I want to do this, I'm going to put care into it, and I want to do it because it's important to me. You have a voice that you want to bring to the world, and all of us have a voice, and every voice is important, and the people that want to hear you will find you. Your voice is important. Another thing that I would say is that it gets easier and it's not as scary. Before I was a YouTuber, I'm like, I don't know anything about videography. I don't know much about the intricate world of finances. My degree is not in finance, but I know I'm a person who likes finances. I'm a person who is concerned about finances day in and day out since I was little. So I am allowed to talk about it, but it's scary in the beginning. But I will tell you, it gets easier and it's not scary anymore. In the beginning, to make a video took literally 3 or 4 hours. Now it takes about an hour. To edit a video took 2 days. Now, literally, it takes me 45 minutes, and that's in 12 months time. So it gets easier and it doesn't stay scary. That's number one. Number two is that there's no rhyme or reason to what will do well and what won't do well on YouTube. The things that you spend the most time on, making the prettiest, and you have all your points judiciously listed, may get 3 views. And it may be from your parents and your boyfriend. That's fine. And the things that you are like, I don't even want to make this video, it's not really something I care about. It's not something that I'm going to be as judicious about. Those do really well. The videos that do, I can think of 2 videos that have done really well that, first of all, I wasn't even going to do it. I was like, nah, I don't think anybody would care about this. And second of all, I did not go into them preparing like I did for some of them that I thought were going to do super well. Those are my money makers to this day. Not making me money yet. One day they will, but they're making YouTube money as we speak. Okay, so if something that you are disappointed that didn't do well, it's okay. Because there's something that you don't think is going to do well that's going to do amazing. So everything balanced. Don't try to have rhyme or reason, because you're never going to find it in the streets of YouTube. Next thing I want to talk about is done is better than perfection. I say that cautiously. Don't just be doing stuff amok. But in the beginning, I found that it was better to do it, because if I tried to be perfect, I was going to talk myself out of it, because I can talk myself out of it because I didn't have a fancy camera. I don't have studio lights. I don't have a mic. It's not gonna be perfect. I shouldn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't listen to myself. Done is better than perfect. The equipment, which I'll talk about in a few minutes, nominal in price, and those videos are doing ads on YouTube right now. So done is better than perfect. Perfection will come with time and consistency. You just need to get it done. So try your best every time, but get it done. It doesn't have to be perfect. I would also say the next thing is consistency is key. I say consistency is key because that will help you get through the times where you don't want to do it. You have to have a plan for your consistency. And what I mean is like how you're going to post. So me personally, I can only commit to 1 video a week. Some of my YouTubers do 2 times a week. That's awesome, but I can't do that with everything else I have going in life. But I figured I can do 1 a week. Some people do 1 every 2 weeks. If that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Some people do 3 times a week. Some people, I don't know if anybody does once a month, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, pick to something that you can commit to. Better than not committing to any schedule and you falling off. Because when you fall off, it's going to be hard for you to get back on. The next thing I would say is, if you fear rejection, which is totally normal, just act like them people aren't watching you. One YouTuber said it best, and I love her advice. She was like, girl, I'm just in my little corner and nobody's paying attention to me. That's how I think about it. Like when I get my nerves up, like people aren't going to like my videos, I'm not going to get views. That's okay. I'm just still going to talk into this camera, into my room, and it's okay if nobody watches, because I'm in my little corner talking about things that I love and care about. If you do that, you already win. And I know you're thinking, it helps you think that no one's watching, but eventually if you keep doing it long enough, someone will watch, and more people will watch, and more people will watch. Because if you think no one's paying attention to you, you will speak freely and calmly, and the passion that you have will seep through your conversation in your videos, and people will like it. It may take time, but that's where consistency comes from, right? So yeah, if you feel rejection, just act like no one's watching you. Kind of like on stage when they say just picture everyone naked, same type of mental hurdle you're getting over. It helps you get it done. And then most people who are in the audience love it, right? Same thing for YouTube. The next thing I would say that I learned from this whole process is that becoming a YouTuber taught me that I can do scary things. Low-key, I've always known that, but high-key, no. I wasn't sure. Like, this is something different. Like, this is putting yourself out there. YouTube is putting yourself out there, even though no one knows you in the beginning. But you can do scary things and hard things, and that's because they don't stay scary and they don't stay hard by nature. If you keep doing it, you're not scared of it anymore. And it doesn't stay hard because you get better at it. And that's why you gotta make your YouTube channel. Now I'm gonna shift into like my process and like how I get the video from my head into the actual platform that is YouTube. Let's start with the equipment. So I eat my own cooking here. And that means that I follow the advice that I give, and I'm all about financial health, right? Like, which means I can't be going to debt because I want a YouTube channel. I can't use money for my bills on my YouTube channel. So I have to make a nominal budget that I would do on any other type of hobby. Like, if I was gonna get my hair done, if I was gonna get my nails done, like, I gotta find money like that to make my YouTube channel work. So the first thing that I have is my iPhone, that's my camera. Every video that I've ever posted has just been from my regular cell phone that I use and that I would have to use every day. The next thing would be, how I get from my video from my phone to my computer, which is a regular desktop in my office. I use a USB cord that I had for 4 or 5 years now when I bought my iPad. It's the same one. It is raggedy. I imagine if I needed to buy another one, it's going to be like $20, but that's what I'm using right now. I have a tripod. That was $10, and that's also broken, but it works. The way I can lean it on the tripod right now, it's serving its purpose. So again, very inexpensive. Editing software, I have changed that throughout the whole process because I was trying to figure out which one worked, and I was trying to learn them as well. But they range from free to right now I'm paying $25 a month. Again, that's an investment in a hobby that I would have, like if I was learning Spanish and I had a tutor, or if I was learning salsa or whatever. Like, you just have to put some money into some things, and that's fine. And then for lighting, I do have some studio lights that I bought, which were about $85, but honestly, I don't like to use it. I use sun from the actual sun. I use light from the actual sun, and I'm gonna show y'all right now. This is what I use, and it gives the best lighting everywhere. And I learned that because I researched. I'm like, what gives you the best light? And sunlight for me does. This is the frame, and this is the light source. Old-fashioned sun. Would I like to have like big productions? Yes, but right now, that's all I use, and it has got me to where I am right now. The next thing I would say in my process is authenticity is number one for me. And I noticed that as a child that people who were popular in entertainment, the authentic ones were the ones that had the longest careers. They are who they are, and they talk about things that they care about, and they don't talk about things that they don't care about. People see that. And I don't know what it is about human nature, but people who are authentic do well. And I don't see it any different in the YouTube space. I talk about things that I care about, and I don't talk about things that I don't care about. Because I care about them, I can talk about them all day. I can talk about them if people watch or don't watch, because that's what I care about. And another YouTuber that I follow gave me the advice that you talk about things that you care about and you are consistent. People, even if they don't care about what you're talking about, they will respect you. And respect is how you get people's buy-in, because you think about it. People that you respect, they go a long way with you. They get away with a lot more with you than for people that you don't respect. The people that you don't respect, they don't get anywhere with you. So the next thing I would say is use your village. I have 3 friends, but I told all my friends and I told my family. And as soon as I dropped the first video, I was like, oh my gosh, y'all, I started a YouTube video. Please subscribe. I need your help. Your village will help you. They were so excited for me, like, oh my gosh, I'm subscribing right now, and I will tell people about it who are interested in finances. Or girl, I got you, I'll get 2 other people to subscribe for you. Blase swaze. Within the first day, I had like 23 people. I didn't think I was gonna get 1, and those 23 people inspired me to get so many more. And I work day in, day out. But I think as people, we don't realize that people care about us and want to help us grow. Your family wants you to succeed on YouTube. Your friends want you to succeed at YouTube. So in the beginning, when you don't have anybody, get them involved, because they won't disappoint you. Next part of my process, I would say, is script prepping and practice. I didn't do it for my first couple videos, but I realized the value of writing down what I was gonna say, and that takes about 10 minutes. And then I also practice what I'm gonna say for another 10 minutes. That cuts down the process, because in the beginning, it took me like 3 hours to record one video. That was 10 minutes. And that's another thing to know. For me, I'm a 10-minute girly. And I do that because I think about like what I would want to watch. But I don't mind spending 10 minutes of my day with you. So I'm hoping people don't mind spending 10 minutes of my day with them. I realize people are busy and I don't want to take up their time. So I try to keep it within 10 minutes, unless it absolutely has to go a little bit longer. But I'm a 10-minute girly. I think it's also important to figure out like what your niche is. And I've seen some people who are successful that only do 3-minute comedy videos. There's room for everybody. The next thing I would say is that do 30 minutes of educating yourself about your craft every week. That will help your video quality get better. That will help your storytelling quality get better. That will help your staying with the latest trends things get better. All of it will help you be better. So that goes into, you don't have to know everything in the beginning. Done is more important in the beginning, but perfection will get you where you need to go. And I mean, I see the difference in my videos from the first video that I did to the ones that I did last week. And it's like, oh wow, it's a big difference. But you know, it's still people still watch the first ones, which is amazing. But you want to give people the best of you, and you want to reward them for hanging with you in the beginning by always reinvesting in your craft. And because that shows them that you care about them to make things nice for them. So that's why I say done is better than perfection, because with time you're going to perfect it. Because every week I dedicate about 30 minutes of my time just learning about anything involving YouTube, whether it's videography, whether it is editing, whether it is video effects, all that stuff. And it has helped, and I see the difference in my videos. Another thing I would say is I record 2 videos per session of me shooting. That just helps me be consistent, because if I can't do a video the next week, it's okay, because I already recorded 2 videos, and it just helps me be consistent. And I didn't do that in the beginning, and there were weeks where I fell off. One time I didn't record a video for 3 weeks, and I was so like mad at myself. So to prevent that, I went to the drawing board. It's like, okay, you're going to do 2 videos every session, and that will help you be consistent. And I've been consistent for the last 3 months, which I'm amazed at. But the reason why is because I save myself time and do 2 videos per recording session. The next thing I would say is that utilize shorts. But when I started YouTube, shorts wasn't a thing. And I think like a month after they started shorts, and I started utilizing it, and it propelled my channel immensely. Because much like Reels on Instagram and your TikToks, like it gets people in, and it makes them like, oh, who's this? And then it links you to the video that is related, and it helps people watch, and it helps you get subscribers. It has helped my channel grow immensely. So I would utilize shorts if you can, because that's where it's at least for me. Pretty much it. I have a long way to go, but I am so grateful for what it's taught me, and I just think that you should go for it. And like other videos, like this video of these YouTubers who say like, YouTube has changed my life, it is absolutely worth it. Please let me know down in the comments if you agree with what I have said and like how to start your YouTube channel. Also let me know if you disagree. If you are starting a YouTube channel and you need a subby, make a comment down below saying please subscribe to my channel, and I will do it, because I know what it's like to just need people to subscribe. And yep, I will subscribe. Until next time, if you're thinking about YouTube channel, go ahead and do the YouTube channel, and I'll see y'all later.